So dear students, now we have to read the next paragraph. Period and periodization. Historians have divided the past into two broad periods, prehistory and history. So it is divided into two parts, that is prehistory and history. Prehistory. First of all, we have to see the topic prehistory. Prehistory is the long period of human evolution before the invention of writing. So prehistory is the history when the people don't know how to write, and the history is after writing have came into existence. So prehistory is the long period of human evolution before the invention of writing. The prehistoric period is that part of the past for which there are no written records. So it is very important points that for prehistory we are not having any record. There are no written records. The records are not there because people at that time don't know how to read and write, so they don't have records. But how we come to know about that? Humans at that time were hunter-gatherers and therefore did not lead a settled life. So at that time the humans were hunter. They were hunting the animals, and gatherers. Gatherers means gathering from one place to another. They were not having a settled life. They were moving from one place to another in search of their food because they don't know how to grow the crops, how to grow the food. So at that time they were hunter gatherers. What are they? What were they? They were hunter gatherers, and they do not have any settled life. They did not have any settled life. Second point, to understand prehistory. So what the archaeologists have done to understand prehistory? Who are the archaeologists? I have told you archaeologists were the people who were learning from the ruined things, learning the past from the ruined thing, destroyed things. So to understand prehistory, archaeologists dig deep into the ground and then learn about life in the past from the archaeological remains they find. So you can see one picture. I have yesterday also I have sent you one picture of this, that archaeologists at work. So they were learning from the skeleton or the coins or whatever the monuments, whatever the things they getting under the earth. They were digging the earth. They are digging the earth and learning about them from them about the past. To understand prehistory, archaeologists dig deep into the ground and learn about life in the past from the archaeological remains they find. These remains could be, क्या क्या हो सकते हैं वो चीज़ें? Tools. What type of tools they were using at that time for hunting the animals or cutting the trees or digging the earth, or jewelry, what type of jewelry they were wearing, pots, what type of pots, because after some time they started making pots also to store the grains. Then bones also, like this we can see that skeleton. Archaeologist is learning about this skeleton. These remains could be tools, jewelry, pots, bones, monuments, and buildings also. Buildings like Ajanta Ellora caves or any type of buildings they are finding any time. Now see what is history. Now history is the part or the period of the past that comes after the invention of writing. So after the invention of writing, when the people came to know how to read and write and started making records of the things, then it is called history. And prehistory means when there was writing was not invented and there are no written records of prehistory. But history, we are having all the written records. We are having books, we are having monuments, we are having manuscripts or anything, or coins also we are having. So history is the period of the past that comes after the invention of writing. Therefore, for the historical period there are written records. So there are written records in for history. See, upside you can see a prehistoric cave painting at Bhimbetka, Madhya Pradesh. So you can see there are no written things, there are only pictures drawn. This is a painting on the caves at Bhimbetka in Madhya Pradesh, and it is a prehistoric cave. These archaeologists have found this type of paintings for prehistoric time. So first point is the earliest writing was in the form of drawings seen in many caves. As we can see here also, the earliest writing are in the form of drawings. Later people wrote on pillars, rocks, palm leaves, clay tablets and barks of the birch. So first of all, see the pillars. Pillars means the long pillars like poles, and there something is written, that is known as pillar. Rocks or palm leaves, because at that time people were not having any type of paper, so they were writing on the palm leaves. Clay tablets. Clay tablets means the tablets, that is a flat thing which is made up of clay, and we all know that when the clay is very wet, then if we are making it in a pot or anything, if we write on that, it will be forever. Forever means jab tak wo toote na. So clay tablets were also made at that time, and the people started writing on those clay tablets. And the barks of the birch tree. Barks of the birch tree. The tree, all the trees are having one layer on the top of the trunk, that is the bark. So that bark of the birch tree was used to write on that. And the last point is the historical period is often subdivided by historians into ancient, medieval and modern periods. So the history is divided into ancient period, medieval periods and modern period. But in class 6th we will learn about the ancient period, only the ancient. In 7th class you will learn about the medieval and then modern after that.